Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, we talk about all things fandom on this channel. We talk about them in a positive way. And this is Something Saturday, where we just talk about something we didn't get a chance to talk about the rest of the week. So, what do we got to talk about? Well, the brand new Alien movie that's going to premiere on Hulu. And we have some plot details about it, and we just want to talk about it. So, let's get started. All right. So the new Alien movie, here's what we know about it. Its title is Alien Romulus. It's going to air exclusively on Hulu. And the plot is kind of as follows. A group crash lands on a random alien planet where the aliens are. And what ensues, of course, is the aliens stalking them all Predator style, which the plot actually reminds me a little bit of the movie Predators. That was a sequel to one of the Predator movies where the Predators actually brought these people onto their planet to hunt them down. I don't think that's what's going to happen here, especially since this movie's kind of been said to be a standalone movie. This movie is going to be a standalone movie and not really connect to anything else as far as we've been told. So right there, they have this sort of sky's the limit to possibly reboot it to see what they can do with the Alien series. And I'm okay with this concept. Now, other than just those few details, we can assume that the people on this alien planet will find out relatively quick just how the aliens operate. Only I don't want them to find out too quick. I think what should happen in this movie is that if it's going to reboot the entire franchise, it should kind of at least pay homage to the things that came before. We should be seeing a possible link between the two of them. I don't necessarily believe that we won't. However, this is going to be a standalone movie, as they said. Then they could do whatever they wanted to. It's possible that this could somehow be in the vein of the comics versus the movies, where the comics, they've gone all sorts of crazy. They've gone with completely different stories, focused on completely different characters. It's always the Space Marines versus the aliens, and that could be kind of fun too. And we could see something like that going forward that might have a long-standing sort of life to it. But honestly, I hope that this stays in the vein of the original. I would like to see a slow burn to this movie. I would like to see a lot of sci-fi elements to it. Like, what is this technology that this group has that has allowed them to crash land on that planet? What I found in some of the previous Alien movies was that we didn't get a look at some of the massive technology that we really could have gotten a look at. I would have liked to have known what technology was being used to get them from point A to point B. Now, if you had told me previously that we were going to get a movie on Hulu, I might have been a little more skeptical, but now that we have seen a couple really good movies coming out of there, I think that it's perfectly acceptable to think that we're going to be getting some awesome stuff. If you haven't seen the Prey movie that aired on Hulu that was a Predator prequel, it kind of is what's setting the bar here. If this is going to be a prequel and or a standalone movie, they're going to have to really sell it. And the movie Prey from the Predator series really sold that whole idea of taking it back to Earth, to someone who was more helpless and not aware of who the aliens were right away. These weren't military people. This was a young girl who wanted to be a warrior, and she was kind of a little bit looked down on, but ultimately proved herself. And I can get behind a plot like that, where maybe it's these people landing on this planet and they don't have any idea what's going on. You get this whole slow burn, this nice little story about What are they going to do to survive? I would like to see, however, a lot more technology, like I said. If this is going to be a futuristic type of movie, which with Alien it kind of has to be, they can't take it back to the Native American lands that Prey did, because this is going to be an alien planet. So doing that, they're going to have to showcase a little bit of technology, and in the past that's been a little lacking. So I do hope to see more high-tech weapons get used. But then I do hope to see the aliens really stalk them. Since we're on an alien planet, maybe we learn a little bit about the aliens. What is their hierarchy? You know, what is their kind of civilization like before these humans drop in on them? We know they have a queen. We know a little bit about them from the past, but this is rebooting them. This is a good chance to up the ante on what we don't know about them. Tell us some things that we maybe don't know. Especially since being a standalone movie, the sky is the limit. They don't have to follow suit with the previous stuff. And actually, I almost don't want them to. Some of the Alien movies, in a lot of ways, started to kind of lose touch with where they came from. It's not that they weren't cool, because I still enjoy all of them in their own way. Even Prometheus is kind of awesome. But they lost their way along the way. And I would like to see this movie kind of slowly bring back the elements that made the Alien movie great. If we can capture that lightning in a bottle that the original movie had, then it's going to be awesome. And I feel like Prey kind of did that for the Predators. So the people at Hulu seem to have a good grasp on who to get to write, who to get to direct, you know, who to get to do all this stuff. It's not a bad idea. And since they've proven themselves, I'm a little more excited than I would have been to actually see what it is that they can do with this project. But this is where I drop it off to you guys. What do you guys think this movie should be like? What would you like to see in this new Alien movie? Do you want it to connect to previous things? Would you like to see the Space Marine battles? Would you like to see them go completely off the rails and come up with something brand new and interesting like you've never seen before? Let me know what you think in the comments. What do you want to see in these movies? I want to hear from you. Okay, so don't forget to leave us a comment. YouTube likes it. We like it. And don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so they can be a part of our great big virtual water cooler conversation as well. Then don't forget to hit that like button because it's free. It helps the channel. YouTube likes it and so do we. And then while you're hitting that like button, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Miko says we need more subscribers, and you don't want to disappoint Miko. So make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video we do. And yes, friends, at the end of the day, fandom is family.